Hello everybody, this is Chad, and I just got back from VRLA, which is the largest convention focusing on VR, AR, virtual reality, and augmented reality. Fun fact, we actually broke the Guinness Book World Record for most people blankly staring into space at any one given time. While I was there, I got a great taste of where the VR industry is and where it is going. But one company caught my eye, Leap Motion, which has a way to use your hands with no controllers in virtual reality. You may remember them because of this really cool video that was published to YouTube a few years back. So I got to talk to Martin about what they're doing.
You know, this is a desktop mouse and keyboard augmentation. That's what we launched as. You could control your 2D OS using your hands as a 3D input. It was really cool. With the rise of VR AR, it makes a ton of sense. You just put the headset on, you look at your hands, they're there, and you can interact with the virtual world the same way you would with the real world. So in the last year, we sort of pivoted to be focused on VR AR, and that's where we're headed.
Is that where the entire company's headed now?
That's our focus as a company. We're focused on VR AR. We still support desktop. There's over 200,000 developers now in our community. A lot of them are still working on desktop, and we still support it. But VR AR is the future of everything, so it's the future of the company, yeah.
What's the resolution that you can get with the Leap Motion system on a headset?
So it's sub-millimeter accurate is sort of the tracking fidelity. Your hands are tracked as 27 data points, so as a full skeleton. Even when your hands are sort of in this pose where the camera can't see your fingers, people still want to interact like this or like this. So we still are tracking your full hand, whatever you're doing with them, yeah.
One of the things that's always impressed me with Leap is that it's so thin and so small. What technology is in there to sort of accomplish all of the tracking?
Yeah, so the hardware is actually really simple. The software and the tracking software is our product. So the hardware is just 3 infrared LEDs that put out IR, and then 2 infrared cameras that pick up that reflected light. The sensor outputs just a 2D black and white image, and then our software takes that 2D black and white image and figures out what your hand is doing based on just that. And it's pretty thin right now. It's going to get even thinner. It's been available for 3 years. If you have it, especially if you have a device, I think there's over 500,000 units out there. If you haven't tried it in a while, dust it off, update the software, and try it now. Because the software has gotten vastly better over the last couple of years. You can buy it for $80. I believe it's still out in Best Buy. You can buy it on Amazon. And you can, just get started today.
Using your actual hands in a VR setting seems very natural. I was impressed with what Leap Motion showed me this past weekend, and I'm excited to see what's in their future.